A sophisticated organised crime group responsible for laundering millions of pounds, distributing Class A and B drugs and also attempting fraudulent government grant applications has been brought to justice after a 2-year investigation led by the National Crime Agency. This criminal network, based in London, was deeply embedded in various illegal activities, exploiting multiple avenues to facilitate their operations. The group was led by Rakinder Hare, 36, and Nadine Belraja, 34, who played pivotal roles in orchestrating drug distribution and money laundering schemes. Their activities included laundering large sums of criminal cash, distributing cocaine and cannabis, and attempting to fraudulently acquire £1.5 million worth in government grants. The investigation began to unravel in January 2022, when NCA surveillance teams observed Belraja taking possession of a luxury Gucci embossed box containing over £20,000 from a courier, Hitesh Vandolia. Upon being challenged by officers, Belraja attempted to escape by driving his car at them, forcing the use of an unmarked vehicle to block his path. Afterwards, searches of his Middlesex home revealed substantial amounts of cash, cocaine and cannabis, and empty drug wrappings testing positive for cocaine residue. These findings highlighted the scale of the group's drug trade. Using telecoms data, the investigators trace a coordination of the cash exchange to Hare, who lived in Knightsbridge, London. He was arrested on July the 20th, 2022, and evidence gathered during the investigation also led to the identification of several cash couriers and other gang members who are subjected to separate police investigations. The organised crime group utilised an intricate network to facilitate money laundering. Surveillance revealed their reliance on scrap metal dealers as ways to wash their illicit cash. In one instance, couriers were observed collecting bags of suspected cash and immediately visiting commercial premises dealing in scrap metal and corporate waste. It is believed the cash was used to compensate criminals for stolen metals, further integrating the group's financial operations into seemingly legitimate industries. In addition to drug trafficking and money laundering, the group sought to exploit government grant schemes. They attempted to secure funding for waste removal from a commercial site under their control. However, the NCA investigations found that the group lacked the capacity for legal waste disposal and were likely planning to divert the funds into other criminal ventures. Law enforcement efforts resulted in significant financial losses for the organised crime group. Authorities seized over £1.2 million in cash, along with £350,000 in assets, which included a diamond-encrusted Rolex valued at a whopping £200,000. These seizures struck a major blow to the group's operations and highlighted the lavish lifestyle funded by their criminal activities. The legal proceedings culminated in significant sentences for the group's ringleaders. Nadine Belraja pleaded guilty on the first day of his trial in February 2024. Evidence retrieved from his phone confirmed the cocaine trafficking operations, as photos linked the empty wrappings found in his home to kilogram blocks of cocaine. On July 15, 2024, he received a sentence of 13 years and 6 months for money laundering and conspiracy to supply Class A and B drugs. Rakinder Hare, found guilty of money laundering after a week-long trial in February 2024. He was sentenced to 12 months imprisonment, suspended for 2 years, alongside 400 hours of community service. I mean, a suspended sentence for all of that is just crazy in my eyes, but that's a whole different conversation. Additionally, courier Hitesh Vandolia, who was implicated in laundering £270,000, passed away before he could stand trial. The dismantling of this group shows the broad reach of organised criminal networks. According to Jason Hume, senior manager for the NCA's International Corruption Unit, The group's operations extended into various illegal activities, posing a direct threat to public safety and government resources. Also, connections to politically exposed individuals overseas were identified, hinting at potential international dimensions to their activities. The investigation not only dismantled the immediate threat, but also exposed a wider web of associates, many of whom remain under scrutiny. The NCA and other agencies continue their work to ensure that all linked individuals and networks are held accountable. The sentencing of Hare and Balraja marks a decisive end to the operations of a highly sophisticated organised crime group. This case highlights the critical role of surveillance, forensic telecoms analysis and interagency cooperation in tackling organised crime. While significant progress has been made, ongoing investigations into the group's associates and international connections serve as a reminder of the persuasive and adaptive nature of organised crime. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you keep watching to the end. Shout out to you if you're still watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that, and I'll catch you on the next one, people. In a bit.